Alright, so we are now in end term. For our first topic in end term, it will be nutrition for wellness. Obviously, as you can see there sa screen. And this is just to insert the type of wellness that is really common and that is really necessary for each individual to reach physical fitness. Okay? So, I already uploaded your grades or encoded your grades online. You can check it out sa Easy Enroll. You can also ask me for questions if you have clarifications with your grades. And also reminders for those who haven't passed their videos yet. It's part of your midterm because I will check if you did your FITT that will be used in end term for HIIT. Okay? So, amo na siyang matabo. So, we will insert this discussion first so that we will have a balanced physical fitness goal. Okay? So, we have here the nutrition for wellness. And we have 3 different terms in nutrition or in wellness, actually, in food wellness. The first one is nutrition. It is the science that studies the relationship of food to optimal health and performance. So nutrition is a very critical part of wellness since you need food in order for you to have the energy to move and do physical activities. Okay? Next, we have the nutrients. These nutrients are substances found in food that provide energy. So, nutrition is the study. Nutrients are the substances found in the food that we take that converts into energy. It regulates metabolism and help with growth and repair of body tissues. So, especially when we are doing physical fitness activities, we tend to use more energy or more than what we used to have sang wala pa pandemic. Okay? So, you remembered when you did your pre-physical fitness test, syempre, may ibang need gid yung water, need mamahaw. And after nyo na obra sa inyo physical fitness test, you tend to be hungry. Mga gutom ka mo, syempre, you have to top up all the energy that you lost. Okay? So, that's why we are tackling this now because next week we will proceed with our post-physical fitness test. Okay? So next week, dira na ta ma-start sa aton nga development. Kung makita, tagid man nga nag-develop kamo ang inyo pre and post. Okay? So sige. And the last one, we have the calorie or the calories. It is the amount of heat necessary to raise the temperature of 1 gram of water. It is used to measure the energy value of food and cost of physical activity. So, the bilang mabataan niyo per minute burns 300 grams of calories. Amo na siya. So, usually, when nutrients are built inside the body or is spread throughout the body, the calories sila naman iing kaka-burn. Okay? So, amo na kisa galibog ang ulo niya sa fats kag sa calories or sa calories and carbohydrates. Ang calories, amo na siya ang amount or ang measurement. Okay? Next. Okay, so here, as sa nutrients, under nutrients, we have essential nutrients that the human body requires. So, amo ni sila ang pinaka-essential gid, carbohydrates, fat, protein, vitamins, minerals, and water. Okay? So, these nutrients nga very essential to everyday living, amo gini permi ang kinanglan naton. Okay? So, hindi kita bala ka live 2 days without water. You cannot live mga 3 months without food or fat or protein. But you can live more than 3 months if you drink only water. Kaya syempre, may magkalamasakit lang taya eh. So, that's why, ginatingob ni sila nga anom. Okay? Because they are very essential. Okay? So the first three are called fuel nutrients because they are the only substances that the body uses to supply the energy. So commonly measured in calories. So we have the carbohydrates, fat, and protein which can be found sa aton nga food. Okay? So ang food naton ga-provide sa aton sa nutrients na ma-use naton pero need ta siya i-top up after. Okay? So and the last three it's the vitamins, minerals, and water are regulatory nutrients. So, kung ang first three, amo na siyang gakadula, tagid usually and need to top up. And the last three, gaka-maintain na siya, but we need to continuously take it. Okay? So, na-gets nyo ang nutrients? Sige, yes, miss. Okay? So, we have here, na, ano naman siya, actually, ano na siya tawag? Na breakdown pagid siya into distinct pagid nga mga information. So amo na siya, vitamins, minerals, and water, they have no caloric value but are still necessary for a person to function normally and maintain good health. Okay, while carbohydrates, fats, proteins, and water are termed macronutrients, okay, because we need them proportionately large amounts daily. Vitamins and minerals are required only small amounts. So, amo na sila dahil ang ginatawag nga micronutrients. Okay? So, tandaan gid ha. Next. So, we have here, this is the recommended daily amount of nutrients needed for a person. So, it is divided into two, men and women. Because women has a different body type rather than men. Ang men niya puno, tanan laban sila ya laban sila ya sa muscles, while women niya laban sa fats. It is because we are naturally procreating. Pwede may gina pwede tayo kabit-bitaw sa sulod sa lawas. That's why we need more fat kay tungod nga kinanglan asang lawas ta instead of building muscles. Okay? So here sa recommended daily amounts, you can see there the difference between the women and the men. Okay, mas damo ang kinanglan sang men because though sila gadutan sang work and then they tend to do much bigger work than women. Okay? Pero wala mo ko gustiling ang ginamaliit ko ang mga babae ha. It is just natural for women to be soft and sometimes strong but in the inside. Pero sa outside, physically let's just accept the fact nga mas kusog ang mga lalaki physically. Okay? So, muna siya. Na-breakdown man siya actually sa age. And then, muna, makita niyo na kung diin ka mo da. So, nabilong ka mo sa 19 to 30 years old. So, these are the recommended daily amounts of nutrients needed every day. Okay? Next. So, we have here the healthy eating plate. This is very important. Okay? So, I learned on how to value this one when I was in high school na. Okay? Because when I was in elementary, share ko lang ha, when I was in elementary, I was very underweight. Okay? Nung niwanggid niya katama. Tapos, sa pagka-high school, I learned a lot on kung paano, ano ni siya ka-importante ang healthy eating plate, especially kung gusto mo magpadako or gusto mo magpagamay. Okay? So, the food that we take every day plays a vital role in reaching physical fitness. Okay? So, hindi lang yung sila nga super exercise ka lang da, pero wala ka naga proper diet. When we say proper diet, hindi na siya nga wala ka gakaon, wala ka mangiinom tubig, puro ka lang bulong mga slimming pills, amo na. No. Proper diet is eating the recommended amount of nutrients needed for every day. Or especially, igo-obra na ka mo exercises. And next week, ubra na sa aton nga post-test. Okay? So, take note, gid. So, muna di siya, we have descriptions all around sang plate. So, take time to read that one. And next, we have the healthy eating habits. So, the healthy eating habits are very important also. Okay? Especially kung may goals ta bala. O ako nag-underweight ko before, goal pila ko nag-normal. O subong nag-overweight na ko. Gusto ko naman mag-normal liwat. So our healthy eating habits will will play a very big role naman sa aton nga exercises or sa aton physical development. Okay? So, this term, eating habits or food habits, refers to why and how people eat, which foods they eat, and with whom they eat, as well as the ways people obtain, store, use, and discard food. Individual, social, cultural, religious, economic, environmental, and political factors are all influencing people's eating habits. Okay? So, let's say for example, we have sa religion. May isa ka religion, di ba nga hindi pwede ka-drink, kaka-eat sang dark colored food. Mera, pag nga, mera, yung vegetarian ka lang. Mera, yung carnivorous ka. Puro ka lang meat, puro ka lang protein. But it's not called carnivorous, I'm just kidding. Okay? So, mera, pag sa social, kung kamo yabi as friends, yabi, ginakaon nyo lang yabi, may magkilit anay kamo, puro lang steak. Okay? Mer, pagid sa cultural, mer, ang ato ng mga friends from the Muslim group, or sa ila culture, they do not eat pork. Okay? So, same man sa religion. Okay? So, mer, pagid more factors that affect our healthy eating habits or our eating habits. Okay? So, take note, yung mandakisa, kung sa inyo balay, miskandira na lang sa inyo balay, ano ba ang mga factors nga ga-apekto sa akon eating habits? Nga, gatambok lang, wala ko ganiwang, pero wala man ko, sige man ko exercise. Diba? You tend to ask those questions to yourselves. Okay? Nga, ano man, nga ganiwang, wala ko gatambok, yaman, nga kapilan ako magkaon sa isa ka adlaw. Okay? Ano mo na karon ng healthy eating habits mo kung gapulaw ka man sa gabi or wala ka gid gani gatulog. Ti ano pa ang pulos, di ba? Miskan ga exercise ka pa na. Next. So, most fad diets fall in the following general groups. So, meron ta specific nga mga healthy, hindi man siya healthy actually, eating habits. Muna siya ang food specific diets, muna like vegetarian, ang hindi sila pwede sa seafood, gitungod nga amuning, kakabatsagan. Pero mayroon man niya factors nga like allergies or medical conditions, okay? So mayroon man ta low carb diets, low lang carbohydrates, high fiber and low calorie diets. Depende siya kung ang, for example, mayroon ka medical, may disease ka, tas hindi ka pwede sang oily, sang fatty, dapat kinanglan pro fiber, kagid kag low calorie nga diet. Okay, so depende gid siya. Next, we also have liquid diets such as slim fast meal, replacement drinks. Ang ginatimpla-timpla na siya bala and then ginadrink meron mga protein shake, ginainom na siya. And intermittent fasting involves limiting consumption of foods, which is on my end, on my own opinion, this is a really bad type of habit, especially for those nga classification niya normal man lang. Pero kung overweight or obese naman niya, pwede ka keto diet or intermittent fasting, pero not to the point nga wala ka na may ginakaon. Okay? So, ano lang siya ng mayroon gid siya gyapon diet, may pagkaon kay gyapon ginakaon, pero hindi saya sobra pa sa amount nga ginakaon mo every day. Okay? Next. So, we have different practices for eating. You take note of this and then you try to classify yourself kung diin ka di sa healthy eating habits. Kung diin ka gida nga, kung blue ang dingding, wala ko gana magkaon. Kung red ang dingding, may gana ko magkaon. May na siya, psychological naman na yung effect. So, that is also a good example. There is also another example as a best practice for eating. You put a mirror in front of you and then you eat. Okay? So, para makita mong self mo kung paano ka magkaon, tapos magulpi ka lang mawadan gana. So, it's not, hindi ba silingan nga pro na siya nga diet, gid. But, at least makita mo bala kung paano ka mag-take sang food mo, kung gina-digest mo pa or ginadiretso mo na lang tulon. Okay? Okay, so we have others pagid. And here we are. So, we have here the meal planning. Okay? So, nakita niyo itong hagina ang recommended nutrient intake every day. I-take note nyo na siya. And then, ang healthy eating plate, your healthy eating habits, you will put your own meal plan for a week in this template. Okay? Ma-upload ko later on sa Teams. And then you will put the food that you will take, ano siya gani? Ano gani? Naga-base sa imo classification. So, kung underweight ka, anong breakfast? Anong imo AM snack? Anong lunch? Anong PM snack? Anong dinner? Okay? Kung normal and overweight, kag-obese, ano ni sila. So, you can also include intermittent fasting, keto diets, pwede nila mabutang, especially sa aton nga mga overweight and obese. Okay? So, muna siya. Nakita nyo sa meal plan, may breakfast, may AM snack, may lunch, may PM snack, kag dinner. So, sinyo diet pa na, di ba? Usually, ang sa aton yung diet, wala ko ga lunch, wala ko ga dinner. This is the proper diet, but you have to classify the food that you are taking every day sa amo na nga types, sa time sang inadlaw, sa time sang meals, ipang ano mo na, pang designate mo na kung diin mo na siya kaunon or saan mo na sa kaunon. Okay? And also take note, breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Okay? So, that's all, Anay, for today. You can start doing your meal plan this week. And next week, i-gather tala na siya. Okay? So, if you have any more questions, kindly message me lang because I have a bad audio sa laptop. Mula na siya, Danay. You do your meal plan and then you try to ask yourself, is this the proper diet for me, for my classification or not? Okay? So, that's it. Next week, we will have our post-test sa physical fitness test. Clear? Yes, miss. Raise your hand if you understood